So for my first video, I want to take you to one of my favorite places here in Albuquerque, the Range Cafe. They were established originally in Bernalillo in 1992, and they now have 7 locations in and around, mostly in the Albuquerque area. And they serve a lot of like traditional diner foods, but they have a lot of New Mexican foods, kind of foods with a New Mexican twist as well. On the website, it says ordinary food done extraordinarily well. It's one of my favorite places to eat. I can tell you, I agree with that 100%. I can keep telling you about it, giving you the history lesson, or we can go in and eat. So let's go. All right, so I got my order of blue pancakes. These are one of my favorite dishes here that I've found in New Mexico, just for the simple fact that they're blue. It makes it more fun. If you've ever had corn pancakes, it probably tastes very similar to that. They're a little bit more grainy than regular flour pancakes or buttermilk pancakes. It's probably very similar to gluten-free pancakes if you've ever had them. It's a little more grainy, a little more texture to them. And they're also, they probably taste similar to corn pancakes. It's just the fact that they're blue is what makes it fun, really, more than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on these. Usually an order only comes with 2, but I like to get a 1.5 order, just because I like to eat a lot. But they're really great here, so they'll hook you up with that. They'll figure out a way to make it work. I don't use a lot of syrup. From all those years when I was unhealthy, I didn't really eat a lot of sugar. So even if it's natural syrup, it's just really overwhelming sweetness for me. So as I cut in here, you can kind of see that they're blue, which is pretty cool. Also, there's so I'll try not to talk with my mouth full, but as I bite into them, I'll show you as well. There's also toasted pine nuts and blueberries in there as well, which the blueberries also kind of add to that blue, purpley color. And the flavor, obviously. There you can get a little bit of a view of the color of them. And blue corn is actually, it's native here to the Southwest in the United States. I believe it's used mostly by the Hopi Indians. It's kind of synonymous as a part of their regular diet, or what they would eat. So you see it in a lot of dishes here in the Southwest, especially in New Mexico. And obviously it has more antioxidants than regular corns, which gives it its blue flavor, which a lot of foods that are kind of like that blue or purple color, it's usually for their high in antioxidants or polyphenols. And also it's a lot higher in protein than just a regular corn. So aside from just looking different and being fun, it actually does have nutritional and health benefits as well. Here you can see there's a little pine nut in there. So they also just add a little bit of texture and flavor to it as well. Pine nuts are also native to this area. You'll see that a lot in dishes. And not having a colon, you have to be a little more careful with them. So if you do get a piece, obviously chew it really thoroughly. They're pretty small, but sometimes things that small will just pass through as well, so you don't have to worry about it as much, but always be on the safer side for sure. So, any of you have a favorite pancake, maybe style or topping? There's chocolate chips, fruits, maybe a flavored syrup, whatever it may be. I typically just like them pretty plain. When I do a challenge, if I do one where you just have to eat like a really, really massive amount of pancakes, I actually prefer, I make a homemade coconut sauce that kind of nulls that sweetness, because I can have maple syrup with a stack about this size, but if it's too big, it's just way too sweet for me. It dries out my mouth and it's actually unpleasant. So
what would you like to drink?
So after some experimentation, I come up with that recipe, and it actually works really well. A little more of the syrup. Usually when I eat pancakes, I don't know why, it's just the way I eat them. I usually eat around the edges first, and then I save that middle. Usually the middle's a little more undercooked, which is kind of how I like them, but I don't know, that's just me. I want to get a picture on my phone so I can post to Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my birthday a few months ago. I asked my coworkers and some of the people that I've met here to take me out and kind of do just a made-up food challenge at a restaurant. And one of the options was maybe to come here and try to eat 5 orders of these, which would have been 10. Looking at just these 3, I mean, I don't know if I could have done that, but it would have been fun. Maybe someday I'll come back and try it, or if my parents are in town, maybe they'll treat me or something, but that would be fun to attempt. It would be a really good tasting challenge, that's for sure.
Thank you. Decide on something?
really down into the middle, you can really see some of the blueberries in there. Also add to the color, but also the flavor and sweetness. As you get into the middle, you can really see the pine nuts too, which is nice. As I said, you definitely want to be careful. Don't want any blockages. I've never had any trouble with any kind of nuts, but at the same time, I'm just always very cautious about chewing. So definitely, I think if you would swallow one whole, that could be trouble. So. Try to take too big of a bite and it'll fall apart. Happens sometimes. So I'm gonna get one more picture of this. You can really see the colors here. So as I've said, posting these first few videos, I'll definitely share more about my story and my journey over time. But if there's anything specifically, questions you want to know, whether it's about eating, diet, fitness, or just life in general, about wearing a bag, definitely you can send me a message or leave me a comment. And that's what I want this page to be about. Just getting information out there, sharing stories, sharing experiences for you. So. Obviously, as I eat, I only have so much to talk about. So, if you want to drop me any comments, feel free. I'm getting on to my last few bites here. Well, it's not polite to lick the plate, but if I was at home, I totally would. I'm just trying to scratch off as much as I can. But I think that's about it. So those are the blue corn pancakes here at the Range Cafe in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hope you enjoyed it. The little information, background I got on them. There'll be more videos like this to come that I'll just share about my eating experiences and adventures for all of you. So until next time, stay hungry and be healthy.